Well, Equinox is flexing its muscle when it comes to hiring. The luxury fitness platform says it plans to hire 5,000 performance coaches around the world over the next 2 years. Equinox President Scott DeRue joins us with that announcement. Scott, that would seem to certainly suggest a positive outlook when it comes to demand. What are you seeing on that front right now?
Well, thank you for having me first and foremost. We are seeing extraordinary growth in the business. We're seeing extraordinary growth and demand for coaching. And as a result of that, we're really excited about what we're able to do for our coaches around the world and expanding our team.
And personal trainers, it's a lot. Do you think you're going to have any trouble finding the number of workers that you need?
We don't. And the reason is twofold. One is we're creating partnerships with organizations such as Hiring Our Heroes, which is one of the largest organizations that helps military veterans transition into civilian careers. So we're creating partnerships that are going to bring new talent into personal training and coaching. And then when you combine that with our commitment to education, training, and development, we have our Equinox Fitness Training Institute, world-class institute that helps onboard and educate the very best premier coaches in the world. And so when you put together the talent partnerships combined with the coaching, training, and education, we feel really bullish about where our personal training business is going and our overall business.
Scott, where are you seeing that demand coming from? When you talk about the demand in personal trainers, I mean, we always think about Equinox as more of a high-end brand. You certainly compete at a much higher price point than other gyms.
Yes. So much of it is born out of what we're seeing in the overall business. So if you look at 2022, we saw average weekly check-ins increase over 65%. And as we've begun 2023 and the first quarter, we're seeing that pace continue and even accelerate in many of our markets. And then our members are looking for results. They're committed and they want the very best coaches in the world to help them achieve those results. And our coaches, again, back to the talent, the education, the coaching and training that we provide, they're able to partner with our members to help them deliver the results that they aspire to. When you put all of that together, our personal training and coaching business is growing faster than probably any other in the world.
Scott, who though is fueling it when we break it down by generation? Is it Gen Z? Is it millennials? Is it Gen X all the way up? And more specifically, are you seeing at all discrepancy regionally speaking?
We're not seeing discrepancies or differences regionally. We are seeing a difference in behavior in terms of different segments of the market, if you will, but it's really across the board where we're seeing that growth. But what's really exciting is some of our newest members are increasing their demand and aspirations with regards to coaching. And so it's not as much about age as it is this newfound commitment where really health and wellness is such a big part of our lives. And I think over the last several years, that has certainly become an even bigger part of our lives. And so people are aspiring to this transformation really around health, wellness, longevity, but they don't necessarily understand where to go or how to do it. And so they're looking for partners in helping them achieve their goals, achieve the results they desire. And so that's really fueling the demand for this highly personalized, curated coaching experience that we offer.
Scott, you know, we've been really trying to get a sense of where the consumer is right now in the face of an economic slowdown. It does feel like there is a big divide between luxury and where the rest of the market is right now. Are we going to continue to see that divide get even wider if you're talking about health and fitness?
I think that's right. And we're seeing this across the luxury segment broadly, whether it's in fashion or in our case, in health, wellness, and fitness. And the consumer has the means and they want to invest in themselves. And so we are really the beneficiaries of that in the opportunity to partner with them. And so the commitment to health, the commitment to wellness in this luxury segment that we play in, certainly the consumer has the discretionary income and they want to invest it, and they want to invest it in things that they're passionate about, that they care about. And for us, that's health and wellness.
Scott, how do you approach pricing at a time like this, given the fact that we are expected to see a slower growth in the second half of the year? Do you shift your pricing strategy at all, and how so?
Well, certainly over the last couple of years, past 18 months, we've certainly seen inflationary pressure. We've intentionally lagged our price increases to inflation. And that was really a commitment to our member community. Certainly as a business, we've on the other side felt the effects of that inflation. Hopefully we can navigate this inflationary period where the Fed and other entities we're able to navigate it such that we don't send the macroeconomy into a tailspin. We're certainly planning for the remainder of the year. If we were to see a slowdown, how would we respond to that? But again, I go back to the pattern and the growth trajectory of our business. From a membership gain perspective, we just had our best first quarter in the history of Equinox. And so we're seeing demand grow. Certainly we want to be prudent and plan as if that shifts, but we're seeing demand grow at rates that we haven't seen before.
All right, Scott Drew, always great to speak with you of Equinox. Thanks so much for joining.